YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Jason. We're back, man, on the channel. I was gone for 7 days due to some copy or terms of service strike down. I don't know, man, but I'm back. We're here to talk about 4 MLB player props for today's game. So if you want to know those 4 props, make sure you watch the entire video. And man, let's get straight into it, man. I'm so happy to be back. Let's cue in that intro.
Let's smoke the books.
The lock talk.
What's up, guys? All right, man. Thank you so much for being patient, man. If you guys been missing me, I'm back. And look, so many things have passed by, man. It's the NBA playoffs right now. I might have another NBA video, but obviously it's just the playoffs. It's hard to do videos for those games. I mean, the analysis will be the same almost every single day. But now we're in a new sport, a new season. I started off YouTube doing baseball. So I'm going to talk about 4 MLB player props that I do like for today. But obviously, if you want to know exactly what I like, go to that pinned comment down below. I don't want to talk about any links or anything like that. So go to that pinned comment down below. Go grab yourself a package or go sign up on one of our partner apps to get in for a free week. So let me go pull up the plays for today that I am looking at. But before I do, man, I do want to ask, if you've been liking this content or you want to see more of me, please hit that subscribe button. It only motivates me every day to come up here and drop these plays, man. So let's talk about the 4 props that I am looking at today. And let me go pull it up right now, and then I'll switch the screen. The first play I do want to talk about is a hitter prop. And I will say this, man, before I start breaking down all these props, hitter props are very, I don't want to say inconsistent, but they're not as consistent as NBA props, right? Like hitters, you got to be wary, man. Like you want to make sure you're getting good odds because hitters, they don't hit sometimes too. And even if they do, they may not get what you want, right? Sometimes situational, sometimes you get fielder outs. Sometimes you get certain situations where the guy's trying to hit a pop-out fly to get an RBI in. So we can get into more of the technicals after maybe on some other video, but just want you guys to be aware, baseball is one of the hardest sports to do props in, but we're going to target some good spots. And the first spot I do like is my man Spencer Torkelson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So if you're not familiar with this prop, I don't think it's on FanDuel. It's primarily on BetMGM and DraftKings. So if you don't have those books, man, make sure you go check out that pinned comment. But right here, man, he's been doing extremely well over the season. He's hit, 2020, I don't know why it goes all the way back here, but 2025, he's had a 73% hit rate over hits, runs, and RBI. So how does this prop hit? Well, he hits a home run, he gets 1 hit, he gets a RBI. Any of the combination, he gets a home run. He gets, I think, it's 3 hits, runs, and RBI. So he gets a 1 hit, 1 run, and then 1 RBI. So it's 3. So all we need him to do is maybe hit a home run, or he could get a hit and get someone to score. That's another. That's 2 hits, runs, and RBI. So just for some context, I think he's in a good spot. He's going against Randy Vasquez, who I'm not a fan of. I think he's one of the, last year, he had some good spots. This year he's been okay, a lot better, I think, than last year. But he gets a lot of plate appearances, right? That's the one thing I do like about him. You want to make sure your batter at least will get to get the chances to get some swings. He is, he is the designated hitter. He's 4th in the lineup, so he'll probably go up, like it says here, 5 to 4 times, depending on how Randy Vasquez does. In terms of the environment for hitting, Detroit's actually not that bad. It's actually overall on the entire baseball landscape today, I would say it's one of the worst days for hitting. The weather itself, at least, is not the best, conducive for runs, home runs, things like that. But I don't think it matters, man. Randy Vasquez is a contact-type pitcher. And if he does this to someone like Spencer Torkelson, he can get into a lot of trouble. And I like this because since he's going 4th as the DH, he will maybe have guys on base. So if he gets 1 hit, he can get the hits, runs, and RBIs on his first appearance. Not only that, he's actually done very well against Randy Vasquez. Against Randy Vasquez, he's got 2 play appearances. He's hit them both times. He got 1 hit and 1 home run and 2 RBIs. So he has history with him. He's already done well against him, and I think he could do it again here. Even with his pitch mix, I also think the cutter and things like that, Spencer Torkelson is very good. If you can't see here, but the cutter has a 400 WOBA. And then against the slider, he has a 500 WOBA. So against Randy Vasquez's main pitch mix, he hits very well, man. So this is my first batter prop I'm even talking about all year. I wanted more data to come in before we start even giving out batter props. But for the first one, give me Spencer Torkelson of the Detroit Tigers over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. All right, guys, let's talk about the second one right here. And the second one's in the same game. We're going on the same side. I'm going to talk about my man, Kaider Montero. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me pull up. Under 16.5 outs. So he hasn't pitched too much this season. He's only pitched one time, and he went under. He went against Milwaukee. He kind of got shelled in this game. He didn't do that great. But now he's going against the Padres, who we bet on. We had a play on yesterday. Got the job done at plus money. I even told the guys, I said exactly what would happen. This game will probably be a low-scoring, close game. And in the 5th to 6th inning, even if the Padres got a lead, maybe we get them at plus money or at good odds. And that's exactly what happened. They were winning 2-0, 2-2, and then they won at the end. Man, my boy Fernando Tatis literally carried this team on his back. And, man, guys like that, he's going to have a tough matchup against, man. Kaider Montero, he doesn't go super deep into games. Only been one game against Colorado where he pitched, I think, like a perfect game and went all 9 innings. Other than that, he only goes about 5 innings per game, and he only gets around 80-something pitch attempts. And the thing about the Padres is that they don't strike out a lot. They're very disciplined at the plate, and they get a lot of contact. So if Kaider Montero is not able to put them away at all, he may be in some trouble. He may get pulled out early. I wouldn't be surprised if the San Diego Padres can get some runs on him. I will say this, though. The Padres are traveling from Houston all the way to Detroit. So it's not the best travel spot, so we may see some tired bats. But I don't think it entirely matters. I'll also say this as well. Luis Arraez is not playing. They're also missing, I think, Cronenworth and a few other guys, man. So the Padres' offense is definitely not as strong as it has been. However, even so, they still have Tatis, Machado, Bogarts, let's see who else they have in this team, Iglesias. Guys who could definitely hit the ball, get contact, and put Randy Vasquez in some type of trouble. So, again, we take a look against right-handed pitching. San Diego's one of the best teams, number 1 in average, number 5 in WRC+. And I think even just with his pitch mix, he's going to have some trouble, man. So give me for our second play a pitcher prop, Kaider Montero under 16.5 outs. I don't think he might not even get out of the 5th inning, and they'll sit him, put someone else in, because, again, the Padres do get a lot of contact, and if they do, they definitely get on base and can cause problems for Kaider Montero. So give me this as our second play of the day. All right, guys, you've been with me this long. You like this analysis, the breakdowns I've been doing, man. Make sure you go down, you hit that subscribe button, and put that notification bell so you never miss a video. I got 2 more plays, and let's get straight into these 2 plays. For the next one I do have is, this one's going to be a plus money play. Nick Lodolo over 5.5 strikeouts. This one's going to be a risky one because the Miami Marlins are actually not that bad against hitting left-handed pitchers. But I do think Nick Lodolo will go late into this game because they don't have a lot of, I guess, their main stars. He wasn't supposed to start today. It was supposed to be Carson Spears, but he's hurt. And then obviously Hunter Green, he played very recently. So Nick Lodolo, I think they're going to need him to go long. I think they're going to need him to maybe go even past the 6th inning. So if that is the case, he just needs 1 strikeout per inning. And the Miami Marlins have actually not been the best hitting against lefties on the road. At home. And that's where they are today. So if we take a look at their left-handed hitting numbers at home, they have a 24% K rate. And Nick Lodolo is not the biggest strikeout pitcher in the world, but he has done it before against other teams like the Seattle Mariners, who are one of the highest K-rated teams against left-handed pitching. And I think at plus money, especially with his pitch mix, man. Let me see if I can show you guys. Against his pitch mix, I mean, the fastball, he has some guys well above in the 30% range. And then against the cutter, he has some guys not that much, but some guys I haven't even seen this. I do think even with the changeup will be his put away pitch. He has some guys above the 20% mark. We're getting plus money. I think he's going to go even past the 60, maybe even into the 7th. And look, the Miami Marlins, they do induce a lot of whiffs. They swing at one of the first few pitches. Can they get contact? For sure. But I think Nick Lodolo is in a spot where he can get at least 6 strikeouts, and at plus 125. I don't think it's a bad play. Even if you want to do his outs are super juiced. Basically, they're implying he's going to go through 6. We just need 1 strikeout per inning. and I wouldn't be surprised he's able to get 2 here and there. So give me for our third pick, we're going to take Nick Lodolo, not outs, but we're going to take over, not 4.5. I mean, if you want to take the juice, I wouldn't take the juice. But if you want to be like me and take the plus money, over 5.5 Ks. But yeah, I mean, if you want I guess the normal line for some books is 4.5 Ks. But give me the plus one at plus 125. Nick Lodolo over 5.5 strikeouts. And all right, guys, look. We got this far. We're going to go to the last player on the board. And I got for us, man. I believe it's a hitting prop. Yep, it's a hitting prop. And you guys might like this, man. We're going to take another hitting prop and over. Soon, don't worry. We're going to get some under our hitting props. But I'm not there yet. We're going to get there soon. But we're going to take my man Bryson Stott over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So just I want to make sure. Bryson Stott, I believe, leads off for the Phillies. But I want to make sure it didn't change. Yep, Bryson Stott leads off for the Phillies. They'll be going against my man Meatball Miguel, who's been okay against left-handed bats. I think Bryson Stott has a very, very good matchup. He's also been red hot against this. I mean, he has hit at 68% on the season so far, and against some tough competition though. So, and I don't think, I mean, Tyler Miguel's been doing okay to start the season, but he has not been incredible. And especially since Bryson Stott starts off, he will get at least 5 to 6 plate appearances, which is solid. We definitely need that. They are playing in not MetLife, in Citi Field. So I will say the hitting environment is not the best for him. However, I just don't think Meatball Miguel is that great. We take a look at Miguel. He has not been, I mean, he's been okay against left-handed bats, man. So far, he has a .196 WOBA. 2025, I mean, overall, he's done okay. But I think he has a tough matchup against Bryson Stott, who he's done fairly well against. He struck him out before. But the one thing I will say is that against his pitch mix, right, I think he might be able to get some revenge here because you take a look at the sinker, .417 WOBA, the fastball, 400 WOBA. I think he can get a hit, he can get on base, and then with the guys behind him, he can definitely get some chances, man. So is this the best matchup for him? Look, man, I don't think Tyler McGill's that good because if he gives up contact, he gets some hard contact, man. Especially because, yes, even though he's been a little bit better against lefties, last year in 2024, he was actually worse against left-handed bats. And I don't think, at least this year, he hasn't faced a lefty like Bryson Stott, like Bryce Harper, like Kyle Schwarber. There are some guys on Toronto he may have faced that have been pretty good. And maybe, let's see, who was he? Let's see. Maybe, they're all lefties. Maybe Santander, but Santander, I'm pretty sure, stood righty or maybe lefty. But I do think Bryson Stott starting off and getting maybe some revenge on Tyler McGill. He gets 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. All he needs to do is get 1 hit, and I'm pretty sure we have a good shot with Harper or what's this guy's name? I mean, or even Trey Turner or Schwarber to get him in to score as well. He's going to get 5 to 6 player appearances. He's been hitting extremely good, and they're against a Mets team like Tyler McGill, who I think just, again, he's called Meatball McGill for a reason because he leaves the ball right above the plate a lot of the times. And if he does that against Bryson Stott, I wouldn't be surprised he goes yard as well. So give me Bryson Stott over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for our last pick on the board. But guys, thank you so much, man. I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I will be posting more content on here. I just hope nothing bad happens to me. So hopefully you guys been enjoying the content. Show some love. And you got here this far, man. Leave a number 8 in the comments down below. Let me know you watched this. And guys, I'll see you on the next one.